Hello, Staten Island and the world. Welcome to the Shaolin Sports PODCAST. I'm Ray Palmer. Here to my left, my good friend, partner, the Hall of Famer, the All-American. And we're in his backyard. And I must say it's absolutely gorgeous. My good friend Peter Timmons. Welcome back, Peachy.
Thanks, Ray. It's been, listen, our first podcast I got the flowers in the back. I got some little renovations I got to do, but we make it happen. We're a traveling team, Doc.
It's a word Peachy uses, but this backyard is tremendous. It's a tremendous backyard. We got DJ Stevie O. He's sitting in like one of them like bird cage. What do you call this thing? Is it called a bird cage? It's like a bird cage lounge.
Director's chair.
Okay.
Bouncing up and down.
He looks very comfortable over there.
About time.
He's doing what he does. First topic, Peach. We had the pleasure of broadcasting Curtis Peters last week at Ferry Hawk Stadium. It was, I think, a monumental night for Staten Island football in general. I shouldn't say football. For Staten Island athletics, for Staten Island sports, for the kids, for the North Shore of Staten Island, to see the two North Shore rivals go at it. The game, low scoring. Curtis absolutely dominated, right? But talk to me a little bit about your feelings as a former all-star football player yourself, about the feelings of that night and Curtis Peters on the gridiron.
Well, listen, when we first walked into the stadium, it's nothing better than see Method Man when you walk in.
That's
and
right.
We're like literally, we're bringing our bags, walking in, all of a sudden there's Method Man, and he came up to us to a point, and Ray was like, Shaolin Sports, and he kind of recognized Shaolin Sports for what it was. And then at some point, we had a nice sweatshirt in the car that we bring, and DJ Stevie O got a video.
We sent him on a mission. We sent Stevie O on a mission. He did a great job.
Get Method Man one of our sweatshirts. Hopefully we can get him to wear it in whatever gym he works out. And, you know, if he wears that and maybe a couple people, that helps. And listen, that's how networking works. You give away something, somebody posts it, and tags, and it's like, oh, Shaolin Sports is that good.
Well, I'll give you my story for Method Man. I coached McKee Staten Island Tech. I mean, I'm sad to say it, but I think it was 20 years now.
Jesus.
About 20 years ago. And like most public schools, not a lot of money. So Terrell Smith, Method Man's nephew, and his sister's child, nephew, played for us. So I wrote a proposal to Method Man asking him if he would donate some uniforms. Not only did he say, I'm more than happy to donate uniforms to the JV and the varsity, he said, don't spare any expense, because I bought uniforms to somebody else and they got cheap ones and I got annoyed. He insisted we spend as much money as we could. We spared no expense, and we got brand new, top of the line, JV and varsity uniforms from McKee Staten Island Tech basketball a long time ago. And at Ferry Hawk Stadium, I was able to thank him for that and talk to him about his nephew and his sister. So that was a nice moment for me. Method Man's my favorite, and anybody knows me knows I've said it. It's not because I met him at Ferry Hawk Stadium. He's my favorite rapper of all time. I think he's my GOAT. I can tell you that much. You can argue with your mama about that one. So seeing Method Man, and I think Method Man doing the coin toss, Pete, set a good stage for the main event that it was.
Well, listen, his son also went there. I don't know how many years ago it was, but he does have a history of family being there. You know, Wu-Tang Park Hill, but
Sure.
Still Staten Island community. So you asked me the real question. The layout was gorgeous. Now, I've done a game there before. I maybe jumped on another podcast or broadcast what it was when they had the one goalpost and the players were closer. But now in this part, they had two temporary goalposts, which was in the outfield. Now, from a standpoint of view, it's difficult, I felt, for when St. Peter's walks in with 150 kids of cheering and rooting. I had binoculars, because we were back in the booth, so we were probably maybe 350, 400 yards away from actually where the game was. Do you think that's like a realistic number?
Probably.
We were far.
We were not close. Yeah, we were not close.
So I think it's a tremendous night for the players, but as a standpoint, I also think that if the stadium was, or the player game was closer to where the infield was, I think it would have been more of a feel like there. Now, I spoke to, a couple parents reached out, with a text, and they were like, we really didn't feel like we were part of it. I get that aspect, but still, the platform of the layout of looking over New York City that night, it was clear as day, and you couldn't beat that. I would pay X amount of dollars as a high school player to say I played in a professional stadium, and let alone that would be something special to me.
the vibes walking out, and Kevin Hyden will be on soon, and Peach and Kevin and I all worked at IS-61, and a lot of 61 kids become Curtis kids. And on the way out, Peach, I mean, how many former students did we see that weren't players, that were just there as spectators? It's a North Shore rivalry. Curtis and Peters, it's like Carolina Duke. They're separated by I don't even think Curtis Peters what's in a mile, if it's that.
I think we discussed that in the previous one.
2 or less, right? I mean, it's close.
Depending what route you take,
Yeah, right.
from St. Peter's, if you go right down to Richmond Terrace, walk right by, you walk right up, up the block, and you're there. I don't think it's a mile.
It's certainly
It's close. It's very close.
And we're both Curtis alumni, so Curtis alumni, and we do a lot of work with St. Peter's. So we were heavily invested in both, and it was just a really, really special night. And Coach Gambardella showed why he is a 9-time. Is it 9? It might be 8. I'm not sure the number.
It's a great number.
It's a ridiculously high number. 18 years, that many championships, but it just shows that it's a Curtis program, and Curtis looked good. You pointed out, Peach, when you have 2 fully capable starters, most teams don't have 1. When you have 2 highly capable starting quarterbacks, a returning running back who had 15 touchdowns last season, and a receiving core that's second to no one, Curtis is going to be a threat, to repeat as city champs. I would say without doubt.
I think there are 4 front runner. It was 4 front runner.
Just front runner, I think.
Front runner. Okay.
They're front runners.
Maybe I was trying to get too smart with that.
Maybe added an extra term. That's all right.
Listen, I'm not ruling St. Peter's out either. I think they had jitters going into the game. I know that St. Peter's has a extraordinary receiving core. One of their top running backs was injured. I know Neary had to pick it up. I think he's a true linebacker. I think Curtis did a great job defensively. But St. Peter's is going to bounce back off that game. And there's a lot of big plays that could have happened. Curtis shot themselves in the foot a bunch of times. But St. Peter's missed a lot of opportunities of, a drop ball here and there and not taking advantage in the first half when they had opportunity to score. But still, a 17-0 game, it means nothing. You look at college football last week, you had 4 of the top 10 teams lose. And did anybody really shift around? One, like Texas, all right, they went from 1 to 6. Alabama at Florida State, they went from an 8 to a 10, with Florida State being a 14-point underdog. Who else was up? There was another couple big losses, but still relevant games where it's great to see college football put those elite games in the front, non-conference, but still implications later on, and say, wait, I went out week 1 and I played this top 10 program, and Florida State, not a top 10 program on paper, but you're still Florida State.
You got Miami beating Notre Dame,
right?
And you got, I don't want to use the term because it bothers you, Peach, but in college football, that August game is similar to week 0 in public schools. It means something,
right?
But if you win out the rest of the way, you still have a chance to play for national championship.
Look what Curtis did last year. They lost to Moore Catholic, and Moore had a lot of injuries last year. They don't have a football team anymore. But Curtis lost 1 game last year to Moore Catholic, and then ran the table to win the city championship.
I do want to edit. I watched the game back, and we give the MVP to the Curtis defense, but that's kind of cheating. You should pick someone.
After looking at the stats?
No, I never saw any stats. I just watched the game with my own eyes, and I would give it to Van Madden. Van Madden was involved in everything. I mean, he had a bunch of catches. He had some runs. If we were picking somebody, I think Van Madden, out of a bunch of choices, believe me, he's not the only one. But if I could go backwards and pick an MVP from that day, Van Madden for Curtis was special on that night. And the Warriors will only get better a month from now. I think Gambardella comes back. And you mentioned the Eagles. Listen, the quarterbacks cramping up, the Cunto cramping up.
Was that the official thing?
That's what I've been told. Yeah, some cramps.
Which was weird, Doc, because I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, of course.
He was out majority of the second half, but then you're down 17-0. If your starting quarterback, is cramped up, injured, whatever it may be, do you bring him back with 3 minutes left?
I guess never say die. If the medical staff determined that he was
maybe
at no
do
risk.
A 2-minute run or something, 2-minute drill.
You know what? There's 3 minutes left. You score a touchdown with 2:50. You get an onside and score again. I guess it was a dicey choice. But the problem with Warriors is they rely on Wu. The Eagles. They rely on Wu to play defense and receiver. You put Wu at quarterback, you're taking away 2 other positions. So But you're right, Peach. The week we said before the game that will not affect Curtis's playoff hopes, and it won't do anything to Peters. As far as the PSAL is concerned, they don't care about St. Peter's, and as far as the Catholic League is concerned, they don't care about Curtis. So, and we'll see. Peters. We'll speak about them first. Big matchup for them. You start with Curtis. You lose in a rivalry game at the stadium. Now you got to go to the team that broke your heart last season. They got to play C on Saturday in a big game in a rematch of the city championship from last season.
Right, and we broadcast that game, and it was a freezing down.
It was a horrible day.
Miserable game to watch, to be a part of. It was almost icing up. It was a horrible game.
It was horrible.
Yes, you can't go around. You can't
I'm
be
old
around
school. I'm like play in the rain. Listen, no, it was too much for a city championship. You wish the talented kids could have shown their talent.
Right,
For sure.
and it's funny. Like I know we're in high school, but Kevin Hayden, he's sitting right in front of us to the right, and I hope the microphone picks him up. Kevin actually went to the Notre Dame game, and with his 3 beautiful children. Kev, on it, like you'll be here in a few minutes. What was the atmosphere down there?
Oh, it was outstanding. So cool to be around, and don't forget it wasn't on their home field. They played at the Hard Rock,
right,
which is off campus, right? And from what I gathered, talking to a couple of people, it's a solid. It's not right around the corner, and it was packed. I was actually really surprised at how heavy Miami was. You're going into enemy territory, but it had to be 95% Miami.
You would think Notre Dame would travel more,
and it was rock. It actually was. Obviously, listen, not the result I wanted, but it was a really, really cool, very, very cool atmosphere. Very fun to be a part of.
Now, Dad, God rest his soul, he was an alumni of Notre Dame.
Class of '68.
So, and know what? People are diehard Notre Dame fans of growing up. Of like they watch it on ABC at 3:30 because that was the primetime games.
NBC,
right? 3:30.
NBC growing up was NBC.
Right.
Absolutely.
It was the same 3:30 games, no matter who they played. But when you have your kin, your family, your loved ones, right?
I like the word kin.
Right. It was a good
Yeah,
word.
Good term.
Right.
Good term. Yeah.
When you have your father, God rest his soul, have somebody in the house that actually went to Notre Dame. And the jacket is there. And
My grandfather went to Notre Dame. I'll throw that in there. My grandfather's an alumnus.
So imagine this. So you have grandpa, you have dad. When you have a right to say, no, I have a reason to be a Notre Dame fan. Not like a bandwagon like, oh, I like to fight in Irish because I'm Irish. Well, that's fine to say.
Sure.
On St. Patty's Day or whatever the heck you want to say. Like people wear Notre Dame shirts, like with the little shamrock. Oh, St. Patty's Day. Oh, I'm going to top it to the morning to you. But when you have somebody that grew up in a household knowing that 3:30 every day, every Saturday, the house shut down. Kev, did the house shut down every Saturday?
Yeah, no, it was must see. It was a point.
Was it pot roast and all the other good things?
Yeah. And I'll tell you, just to your point, it's still a great sense of pride for me when I say, I'm a Notre Dame fan and all that. To say that my father was class of '68, it's still a great sense of pride. It is different. It's a different institution, and it's certainly a lightning rod institution. People love or hate, but it is. Still special to me.
And next time we bring Kevin, I think we can just scoot over and get him in. So have him talk off cameras, it's like home improvement.
Do you want to just bring him in now?
I feel like we're in like a therapy session. No,
you look very comfortable on that couch, Kevin. All right, so
I'll put a picture of him up.
that's a good. Stevie O will hook it up, and it'll look
with
like
his legs crossed like
I
that.
have no doubt.
Like
I feel like I'm sitting like my father too.
Yeah.
Stay like that.
No, not side fat.
So let's give. So we talk about Peters C rematch from the city championship from last year. A big one at C on Saturday. Best of luck to both teams, Coach Baptiste, and then the trifecta of coaches, Coach Sika, Coach Cristoforo, and Coach Nick Giannattassi over there at Peters. So big game for both teams, and looking forward to getting a chance to watch that one. Best of luck Friday night. We're filming this on a Friday. It'll be up on a Friday. But Monsignor Farrell plays in a big one tonight, so best of luck to the Lions. Curtis plays Lincoln. Curtis Lincoln, always a big one.
That goddamn horn.
Yeah,
the rail splitters.
The rail splitters. They let's just say they announced their presence with authority. That's for sure. The rail splitters. I mean, those fans are rabid. They're loud, and
train horn.
That horn is a little unbearable, but it is what it is. Peachy, we're educators. We'll talk about that for a second. I mean, I've made a move. I no longer work in the same building as Coach Hayden and Peachy here. I made a move. I work at a new school now, Rise Academy. My first 2 days with the kids have been the last 2 days, and it's been quite the experience. Peachy, you've been at IS 61. You spent 4 years as a student. 3 years.
3
3 years.
to middle
Sorry.
school.
Middle
Got
school.
through everyone.
I didn't
3
get-
years.
I
I
didn't-
thought he might have repeated one. My bad.
They probably wanted me to, but they also wanted me to get me out of there.
They
so
wanted to red shirt you a little bit, keep you there. 3 years as a student, and what 20? What year
going
were
on
you on
my
teaching?
just finished my 23rd, so going
this
on my
is 20
27 years, 26 and a half years of my life.
Which is more than half your life. If anybody-
Right, because
yeah.
I'll be 48 on the 20th of this month. So the numbers, I don't have the calculator in front of me, but it's a lot of my years of my life.
It's more than half. I can do that math. So how did it feel getting back and seeing the family? And when I say the family, once a night, always a night. I-61's a special place. How did it feel getting back to work and seeing the friends and family over there and meeting the students obviously?
Doc, it wasn't a want to get back as much as it was a have to get back, because I saw my American Express bill of, I went to Salem with Layla and Sarah, and the things you do, at the beach and Hillside, and the amount of little nickel and dime thing. I think Kevin can speak for that. Stevie, Lukey, my brother Lukey's over here to the right.
Uncle Luke, I know
Right.
we were going to announce that. Uncle Lukey in the
Right.
building. I was pumped.
Did
when
you
I
give?
walked in.
Did you give like a?
I thought he might have been hiding.
Did he give like a yay?
Wait,
Like
It might have been a little weak, but
But
when I see Uncle Lukey, I get happy. He's one of those
I did the
people.
math. It's not 20. It's not half the years he's worked.
it's more. No, it's
More than that.
No, 20.
It's half his life.
It's more than half my life.
Yeah, since 23 he started working.
No, we
No,
count
no.
we count 3 years for school.
So 3
as,
years
as a
is
student.
that's right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So 26 going on 27 years, 48 years
26 is 52. He's 48. So I'm saying it's probably 60%
old.
of
I'm
your
a
life.
plus 4. I'm a plus 4.
60% of your life, we're going to say
Right.
approximately.
We'll go with that.
as a member of
It's a
But
long
I-61.
time.
it was a want to, because I love structure. Me and Kevin do a summer school together, which is it's a great scenario for us both.
I worked today with Kevin this summer. It was one of the best days of my life.
Well,
It was
listen,
it was incredible.
best days of your life.
It was
It
as
was a
far
good
as
day. You wanna say a
working.
good day.
No, I'm going with hyperbole, and I'm going to
Best day of your
say
life.
it was Kevin took total control, and I got paid to not do much that day. So we're not going to complain
Doc,
about that
I've
one.
been a lot of your best days of your life. We've had a lot of best
We've
days of your
had
life.
some good days.
Right, so I
Yeah,
don't
I can't
listen.
complain.
We'll
It's a
we'll
good
consider it a
system.
very nice.
No, I'm not taking what I said back. Kevin and
Okay.
I had a great day.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it was great.
Great,
I
we'll
enjoyed
go
it.
great day.
Great day.
But yes, I need structure.
She does
I
structure.
like to wake up at 5:15 and make breakfast for the kids and do everything else, and realize that I'm not spending X amount of dollars doing everything that
I'm curious. What is a peachy like? What is a peachy pops up in the morning and come down? What's peachy making on the stove there? What's breakfast
So,
consist of?
like this morning, usually I do like my lunch that night, so I'll do sandwiches, whatever. But that morning, it's waffles or bagels.
We're talking like waffle iron waffles. We're talking
No,
like
no,
egg
no,
rolls
no,
and
no.
egg-
Hey, listen,
okay. I'm
because
just
I'm
curious.
doing dishes that I did from the night before that I was supposed to do.
Okay,
It's
little
wa-
Eggos.
Yes, Eggos.
Love me an Eggo.
It's Nutella, which
Ugh.
just on everything. I'm a fan. I'm not a
like
fan.
it.
No, I'm a fan of not Nutella.
Oh, good. Okay.
I think it's the biggest waste of.
Did you say you're a fan of
Not
Nutella?
Nutella.
Yes.
Yeah, that
You're
was
just
the
not
term.
a fan.
It's an oxymoron.
Yeah. No, it's just a little redundant.
Right. So my point is, it has no nutritional value. You put it on, and it's impossible to clean off a spoon. It's impossible.
It tastes good. It smells nasty.
No,
Nothing
it's
good about
terrible.
it.
It's terrible. Like you can't clean it. You try to run water over that thing. It does. It's like, why is this not cleaning off? You have to really scrub it down.
But
All right,
it's
so-
it's like catnip
So,
for kids.
so
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
crack. You want to like for a 7-year-old, it's like no, a Nutella.
waffles, Nutella. Okay. Nutella on the waffles.
Yes, or
Okay.
whatever it is.
I like a little butter
crepes.
on mine.
It might be a crepe in
You're
the morning.
making crepes?
No. My mother-in-law, she brings over tons of food. There's always crepe. You go look in the fridge now. There's stacks of crepes. There's meats. There's
Love me a crepe.
we have plenty. And listen, in a little bit, we're gonna fire up some steaks over there. I made some nice roasted potatoes, but make a nice shake in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, I do a nice little muscle protein shake. Not like I went to the gym. I do my walking after the fact. Little coffee, SpongeBob for the kids. Go down, maybe fold some laundry. I keep myself busy. I want to wake up and get myself going. Like where I want an hour and a half, 2 hours before I start my day.
Well, this meal prep, and I've seen, and if you had a pleasure to work with Peachy, he will not have a meal prep in like one container for himself. He
No.
will have a trough. He will have a gigantic bowl of just chicken. or turkey or whatever it is. There's an abundance of it, and he's so generous, offers it to the whole building.
Literally.
And,
Not the whole building, but
well, your friends that are
the
close,
conglomerate of
the
the-
people that you,
right.
the people lucky enough to get close to.
always
Mr.
fresh
Timmons.
fruit, a lot of strawberries, a lot of blueberries.
Peach, you got a bottle of water? Yeah, no problem. You go in the fridge. There's everything you could think of hanging. And it's funny, you know, you think the kids are going to do that. He has his refrigerator in the middle of the classroom,
I moved it.
unlocked, and nothing's ever taken because the kids totally respect Mr. Timmons and
Ray's
don't
got
mess
it.
with him.
If you ever see Ray's now, we don't see Ray now anymore. But
It's lock and key.
Ray
hidden.
had it like you would think it was Fort Knox trying to get to these Diet Cokes.
No one's getting to my Diet
And by the way,
Cokes.
if one was missing, he'd be like, "Who took the Diet Coke?"
I will hunt the building down looking in right hands for Diet Coke.
I'm like,
till I
Ray,
find
it's
it.
next to the 38 ketchups and French dressing you didn't use over there. You ever, if Ray pulled
I did
out
not
his
keep the
desk,
ketchup. School ketchup's awful.
No, it is.
I
It
may
used-
have had
it used to be Heinz.
It is the worst ketchup.
It really is. It's watered
DOE ketchup is almost worse than DOE napkins. You ever notice a DOE napkin? If there's a pile of water and you put it on top, it'll just float on top of it and not do anything to it.
Bad napkins.
It is the worst napkin on the face of the earth, and the worst mustard and the worst ketchup. Some of the stuff. Some of the stuff's great. The chicken tenders, as you and I both know.
You would know.
School chicken tender. I'm at a new school. I got news for you. The same worldwide. I do love me some chicken tenders. All right.
We would know.
Back to school, so it's been fun for both of us, and like I'm at a new venture, and it's been different. I do miss the camaraderie. I do miss the boys. I miss Chance, and I miss. I'm not gonna name names, so I'll leave people out. But I do miss my Morris Knights. But I am happy with my decision, and I'm looking forward to developing here at my new school. All right, Peach. I'm gonna scoot over. Why don't we call Kevin? Kevin, want to come tidy in here?
Yeah.
Let's get
Kevin,
let's
snug
get
in.
in here. Let's get Kevin in here,
Yeah, we got to go freight. I don't need side fat here. Let's go.
and we're gonna go.
One thing you don't have
Keep
is
the
side
knife out
fat.
of me.
I'm gonna go one at a time, and I'm gonna call out to you guys. We're gonna go NFL.
Stevie-O, how do we
picks.
look?
You're perfectly in frame, buddy.
All
Do
right.
we look
buddy.
skinny? I mean, not me, but you know, I'm not capable of looking skinny.
No, maybe
It's
leave
a
up
good knife, Peach.
school
Peachy
nuggets.
doesn't mess around with
Got
his
the whole
knives.
spectrum. We got the pink in there.
This is my Travis Scott song. I can't name a Travis Scott song.
It's like a flag a
but I
little bit,
have
like
his
a
shirt.
black, pink, white.
What are you looking for, the games?
But yeah, we're gonna go one at a time. I'm gonna go back and forth.
The
Peachy
Messi.
Kev,
Looks
Peachy
like a
Kev.
Messi jersey, the Miami jersey.
Okay.
Oh, like the soccer
Yeah,
kid.
soccer, yeah. By the way, he's on fire. Guy gets 2-3 goals a
Yeah,
game.
2 goals last night. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
There's an over/under on him for goals. It's like 1.5, 2 every game. That's
And he's not
incredible.
young.
Let me ask you something, though.
The
You're-
over under for goals for a soccer player will be 2.
For Messi,
Yeah.
Wow.
he's playing in America now. Americans aren't really good at soccer no more.
Why was last night? Why could have last night been his last international match? He won't make another World. Isn't the World Cup
I
in
don't know
next
if
year?
he's playing
It is.
again. I think
He won't
might
play?
now-
There's
he
8
might-
games. There's 8 games at MetLife.
Yeah,
and,
no,
and
I
by the
know.
way, and the championship there is.
Is MetLife? Yeah.
And by the way, the price of those tickets, are just.
No, but I was surprised last night when I heard they said it could have been his last international match. I
Well,
thought for
maybe
sure
they're
he'd
assuming-
get one
maybe
more.
if he gets hurt or whatever.
I almost might
Yeah.
want to Airbnb this house out.
Oh, you make money.
Provide
Absolutely.
transportation,
Yeah.
20 minutes away.
Him and Ronaldo are billionaires.
If there's a way to do that, you know what? Yeah, like I'll provide round trip transportation and Airbnb.
I'll set the tailgate up.
1,000 a night.
No,
Yeah.
I'll put like 40,000 for the week. What they're gonna pay him in
40,000
Manhattan?
for the
cheaper
week,
to go
all right.
to one of the other cities they play in.
No, it's just astronaut.
Now, where's it? Giant Stadium? Oh, well, I'm
not
still
all-
That's where the
going.
finals are. Yeah.
No,
but
wow.
they, no, they have
No.
8 games there.
I don't know. There's
Yes, I know for a fact there's 8
but
games.
there's games in Canada. There's
Yeah.
games
Right.
in Central America.
LA.
LA.
Yes, but you know,
Chicago.
I will bet a steak dinner. I know for a fact there's 8 games
All right.
and the championship there.
Well, you're making a steak soon, so yeah.
Steak's
let's
free
bet.
tonight. We're not paying.
Yeah.
Before we go to the NFL, Coach Hayden, one of his many titles, athletic director at IS-61's, the first ever athletic director at IS-61. He was doing it unofficially. Thankfully, gave him a little bit of title and hopefully put a few dollars in his pocket. But Coach, you've had a wild success as a basketball coach, but I can tell you this. The most fun I've had at a sporting event in the last 10 years was our school playing volleyball down in the gym with the music playing and not the high level volleyball too, but how about the athletic program as a whole and what do you see as it grows and develops going forward?
Well, listen, it's over the last we started basketball maybe with 10 years, and it was kind of just basketball for a while.
Sure.
Erin and I coached for a while. She coached the girls, and then when Erin got pregnant with Ryan and Peach came on, and we just we kind of kept it going to where we were, and we're very successful. And then with the helps of guys from IS-51 and IS-34, they've really expanded this to so many wonderful sports. and we've gotten in on a lot of that.
Sure,
And
yeah.
over the last 3 years, to go from one sport to now, I think we're at like 7 or 8 boys and girls and a track program and stuff. So it's been really, really good. And Mr. Campbell's been very supportive of it. And he's a sports guy. He played basketball
Sure.
at Stony Brook. I actually scrimmaged against him in college, and I remember him vividly.
God, I hope there was a
He still can play.
Yeah, oh God, he
Can-
can still.
he
still-
is.
When we do the Anthony Bovero
He is mighty impressive.
annual game at 27, like he puts his high tops on, laces up, and he still has that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar little hook shot, and he powers down low. He runs the floor.
Well, I think
He can
you
handle
guys
the ball.
know.
Yeah.
He's a full.
I think you
complete
guys
player.
know, being around basketball, you watch him for 15 seconds on the court, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, whether it's a warm up, you're like, oh, all right, he can do it. He's
I also
real.
noticed Kojo's smarter than the rest. A lot of people, I didn't even think twice about playing in that game. No way, I'm cooked. But Kojo stretched out for a good 20
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
He got himself ready to
Yeah.
play and was easily the best player on the court. And Kojo's a little older than me, so a lot of young guys running around. But the best player on the court in all those games is Mr. Kojo Campbell. So
Yeah.
shout out to him. And
No, so it's really been great, and I'm looking for the same, this year. And volleyball has been
volleyball is
just
awesome.
a huge, just a blast.
It's also a nice vibe, Kev.
Yep.
The music playing, and the kids are having fun, and it's fast. You're not waiting around for anything. And
No, very exciting. A lot of rallies. The crowd gets into it. Yeah, it's been awesome. Really has.
I
been good.
watched some of my students catch touchdowns in flag football. And it's a good chance to get the young ladies out there
Mhm.
on the football field. We have a gorgeous, field now
Yep,
of our
brand
own.
new.
If you
Yep.
drove by 61, you'd be like, "What school is this?"
Yeah.
I mean, it's a $2.5 million facility. I don't know the numbers, but maybe it's not that much. But you
It
drive by,
probably is. Yeah, that playground-
it is absolutely phenomenal. Now they put the black fence around. They redid the basketball hoops.
Yeah, new hoops.
Did they fix the hoop?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
That was the one I
No.
saw. Was the
Yeah.
crooked basketball.
Yeah.
hoop.
No.
Oh, that's great. to
Beautiful.
hear.
About
Glass
2 weeks ago,
backboards.
they went up, and they're very nice. They're very
Shout out to my
nice.
guy Kevin Moran, and he's big involved in doing all that. I saw Kevin today, one of the real good guys. You know what Kevin does? He gets money for kids, and things happen.
Mhm.
So, shout out to Kev.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna jump into the NFL. Great game. We're recording this on a Friday. Last night, a little rain delay, but we got Cowboys, Eagles taking down the Cowboys, celebrating a championship. But we're gonna go this weekend, starting Sunday.
Real quick before
Real
you
quick, Peachy, what
ready?
you got? I'm
if
ready.
you had the over in that game last night, at, what was it, 21-20 at half?
It was 21-20, and then the Eagles kicked the field goal pretty early in the third before the delay. It was 24-20.
You are going to the bank. If somebody, it must have been 99% that game was going over. You were saying to yourself, finally a win. You never, listen, you see games that are high scoring, mid-third quarter, you're like, this one's going to be a close game. If I had the over in that game, it was 21-20, I'm going to bed going, this was a great night. Whether it was a $5 win or whatever, someone laid the wood.
Lock it up.
You literally, Craig Coleman used to say, la, 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 la. I would have been like, I woke this morning and I saw lightning delay. Now, I'm thinking, was the game stopped short for lightning delay? No, it was just postponed for an hour and a half. But you were just aggravated as all heck.
Well, I did the same thing. I looked this morning, and then I refreshed. I'm like, oh, the score didn't stay that
No,
same. And sure did.
No,
It
refresh.
did. Yeah, weird game. I thought Prescott looked great.
He did. It's his time of year.
Yeah.
Lamb missed a
Yeah,
lot.
it's good.
What
It's
was
good.
his name? What was the receiver? Lamb?
Lamb had
Yeah.
a great, great first half.
No, he missed a lot of balls.
Yeah.
And Hurts is just a winner. Always has been. He got the raw deal, transfer schools in college, and he won again.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the NFL, wasn't supposed to be a starter. He wins again. Hurts is just an absolute winner, and I can't stand the Eagles or the Cowboys.
And by the way,
With much respect to Jalen Hurts.
Barkley is an absolute monster.
Yeah, they kind of held him in check. He scored the touchdown early. He had 18 carries, 60 yards. They kind of slowed him down
but
a
the
bit.
plays he made for
He's
the first downs that
incredible.
needed, he's
Yeah.
just.
He was voted by his peers the best player in the NFL. Enough said, right? I mean, but the Giants, don't worry. We gave Daniel Brown all that money, so we didn't have to pay him.
Daniel Jones.
And Daniel, David
Danny-
Brown. I'm
Danny
thinking about
Brown,
David
yeah, back.
Brown. I'm thinking about bad Giants quarterbacks over
It was
here.
him
Oh,
and
Daniel
Kent Graham,
Jones.
right?
Kent
Remember that?
Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some.
Mhm.
God, there was some lean
Yep.
years.
You have the under. You put the under with Daniel Jones. Who was he with? The
Every
Colts?
wager I have is
with the
against the
Colts?
Colts. I'll be yes.
Was he over under 5.5 wins?
It's 7.5.
Oh my
They have to
god!
win 8 games with Daniel Jones and Richard. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Then my
If
money
you listen to other places, though, people swear the Colts talent-wise are not loaded, but are very, very
Yeah,
good
but you got
team.
to.
I get it. You're
you gotta
relying
have
on
to trust
Daniel
him to get him
Jones.
get the ball out there. Okay.
It is, it's Taylor coming back. The running game could make something happen. They don't have a standout receiver. I don't know. Are they talented? Sure. But you can't win in the NFL.
Well, then how bad is Anthony Richardson?
He must be pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
If you have that type of roster and this is who you're hitching your wagon to, it tells you a lot.
Good
Probably
analogy
more
right
about
there.
Richardson
I like
than
the,
Jones.
I like that analogy.
All right, so how we'll do it this way. I'm going to go game by game. Kevin and Peachy are going to pick. When they agree, it'll be an official Shaolin Sports pick. If they don't agree, then we won't make it a pick. We'll do it that way. Okay?
All right.
Do you want to say at the same time then?
No, we'll go one at a time.
Okay.
Then you can hear what Kevin has to say. I'll go to one person first, and we'll rotate that way. We'll kind of just freestyle. All right, the Jets, NYJETS, Jets. They are getting 3 against Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh week 1. A whole bunch of storylines there. But Kevin, we'll go to you first. You got the Steelers laying 3 against the Jets.
Definitely an interesting game, and I'm actually disappointed that the Jets and Giants are both playing at 1. It really hasn't mattered over the last couple of years.
Really? Is that
Yes.
true? I
Both
did not
playing
know
at
that.
1 because certainly there's a lot of backstory. You got Rodgers coming back to MetLife Stadium. You have this new regime with the Jets.
Sure.
There's some positivity around that, right? With
Aaron Glenn
Coach Aaron
certainly
Glenn has
looks
done.
Good,
What can Justin Fields bring them? I don't know. I think he's going to run the ball a lot. That's for sure. But then on the other side, Rodgers wasn't bad last year.
No.
He really
No, he
wasn't.
threw for what,
He played
35
well.
30?
He was
3,500
above
yards?
average last year, we could say. safely.
Tomlin is just a winner, right? Just so hard week 1 when you talk about even just picking the games. Forget about picking the games.
Sure.
With, points, on the at home getting the points. You got to figure MetLife's going to be rocking. Do we have any idea of the weather on Sunday?
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's going to be
Peachy's
rocking.
the weather machine.
He is.
He knows the weather. He knows
Listen,
it's going to be next Thursday.
Pyrotechnician or meteorologist. The 2 things I should have been.
Shaolin Sports.
Broadcaster, teacher, father, meteorologist, pyrotechnician.
Tremendous.
Yeah, linebacker.
Tremendous.
All right, Kev. So
I'll
the
go Jets.
pick is the Jets.
We'll go with the Jets.
Peachy, who you got? Steelers, Jets.
I'm going to go Jets at home. I think they have a team this year that will match up with a lot of AFC teams in a tough AFC division. I don't care if it's just overall.
Sure.
But give
Tough
me the
conference.
Yes, give me the Jets getting the 3 at home. I'm not 100% confident with that. I do like a home
3 in the
dog.
hook, right?
I do like a home dog.
This site has that 3 even right
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry.
I would buy the half point.
Oh yeah, you got to buy the hook.
For
Taking the dog,
Give
sir.
me the hook. So give me the buying the hook for what it is. I know it's what it is in terms of getting the hook, but I'll pay it. Give me the Jets.
All right, so Peachy and Kev both say Jets, so we'll make that one of our Shaolin Sports picks. Next up.
Hold on, what do you like?
Do
there?
not go with my picks.
Oh, well, you guys already picked, so I'm not going to get
Oh, wait,
involved.
Kevin
You know
looked
what?
right
If you guys go the other
Kevin
way,
looked
maybe-
right in the camera.
professional.
He was like,
Do not.
"Do not go with my picks."
Just not, do
You know what?
not
I'll
endorse
take
this.
Pittsburgh.
if you want to know a way
Yeah.
to, yes, we will. Shaolin Sports will fully say between the 3 of us, we have lost thousands upon thousands of dollars gambling. And if you want to go the opposite of us,
This
it's probably the best
What,
thing you can
last
ever
week
do.
or overall?
You want to fade this? Fade away. Fade away, Kobe Bryant.
The Colts are hosting the Fish. Colts, Dolphins, as of right now, is a pick 'em. Colts, Dolphins, you know where I stand. I don't think it's Clive.
Oh, you're gonna lock. I know.
Yeah, but I'm not picking. So Peach will go to you first. Colts, Dolphins. The game is in Indianapolis. Pick 'em. No spread.
Miami.
Miami's the pick for Peachy. No explanation. Nothing. Just
No,
likes it.
I'm not. There's no reason why I wouldn't want an experienced quarterback with Taluva. What is it?
You know what?
What's his name?
Tua. I'm butchering it myself. Tua, the concussion guy.
Right.
Can't believe he's
the
still
one
alive.
that shouldn't have been
He's
signed off
one
by
hit
anybody.
away from being,
All right.
from not walking off.
Tua.
Yeah.
Let's go
that's-
Tua.
Not right.
Tagovailoa. Peachy said it better than I am.
Okay. Give me Miami.
Who's Mizzou?
Hold Tua.
House Mazzilli championship.
Okay. Peachy's got the Fish. Kev?
You got to figure with the Fish, McDaniel coaching for his job, right?
He is, after a down
And
year, yep.
The truth is, when Tua plays, And who's the running back? Ashawn, right? Who's the running back in Miami?
It's an
who's
Ashawn,
very, very
yeah,
good.
he was a-
when
he was-
they play, they win. They really do. When they're full and healthy, they win. Obviously, you got the good conditions for a high-powered offense in the dome. I think Miami has to come out because I do think if they start losing, he'll be one of the first names that you're starting to hear, hot seat stuff. So I'll take
Especially in the AFC.
take the fish.
Okay.
So if you're going at home, you want Pittsburgh and Indiana.
I will give
For
my
those counting.
Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback for the Colts, so I have the fish. Anyway, so that's unanimous Shaolin Sports pick. All right, back to Kev. Jaguars are laying 3.5, playing Carolina at home. Jaguars hosting Panthers.
I like the I like the Jaguars. I think it's show me time for
Sunshine.
Trevor Lawrence. Yep,
I
for
call him
Sunshine.
Sunshine Ronnie
Yep.
Bass. It is.
It's show me.
A few years ago, Kev, I said I think he's going to be a bust. Not like a Tony Mandarich,
Yeah.
Jamarcus Russell bust, but like a Jameis Winston bust. And I gotta say, so far I'm dead on accurate.
Yeah.
He is an average NFL quarterback.
No, I think he's been a little bit of a victim of. I don't think the coaching's been great.
Got a little
Sure.
banged up last year too.
Yeah, got hurt, and he's shown spurts of it, But what sets people apart is the ability to do it over time and stuff. I think it's a show me year for him. I think Carolina is good or better than they've been, but I think coming out the gates they're going to look to start fast. I would like Jacksonville at home.
I'll be honest. I'm going to put this as not a 5-star, but a 4.5. I think Jacksonville is a very talented team. They're going to be. I think they win by 17 points.
Wow.
I think that at home,
Okay.
Florida teams rock out first week. Did you see that Philly last night? They were on the line to get in. They started tailgating 16 hours before the game.
Yeah, if the
Yeah,
Philly
they're
game the night
Philly.
before.
They don't have
Yeah.
any teeth. They're unemployed. Nothing else to do.
Yeah, good
What,
cheese.
they don't have teeth down there?
Nothing worse than Philly fans in
3
every
hours away.
sport.
They don't have teeth
There's
down
a whole nother general. Yeah, once you cross that, not even 3 hours away. You could probably get to I just called it Veteran Stadium.
What do
Wow.
they eat their steak through a straw?
The cheesesteaks are really good.
Really good.
And I'm not even talking the main ones. You go to any
Any place.
places,
Good.
it's
Listen,
so
the main
good.
ones are good.
I love the Jaguars.
I love the bread. Okay, so
Right.
Shaolin Sports 3 in a row.
Oh.
You mentioned playing at 1 o'clock. The Commanders hosting the New York Football Giants, undefeated and led the preseason scoring, which means absolutely nothing. But wanted to point that out and have the best quarterback room in the league, I think, at least 3 deep wise. But what was turns? Peachy, going to you
Peachy's
first.
turn.
The Washington is laying 6 at home, hosting the New York Football Giants.
Now listen, Washington went to the NFC Championship game last year, right?
Daniels threw for 5,000 yards,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it was. Yep.
Does that repeat the same season? I think Washington is a very good team, and unfortunately, the NFC is going to be very, very tough. Watching Dallas last night with Dak, and just like I thought he was poised. Unfortunately, for those Washington fans, I am sticking to my true blue Giants. I am going to money line that. I don't. A win is what I need. I don't care about the points. I want the Giants to win, and that's it. So big blue through and through. Give me the Giants.
Peachy's got the Giants. We're going to go with the spread for the gamblers out there, so +6. Peachy calling, that's his money line pick of the week. Coach Hyden, Commanders laying 6. I keep saying Commanders. The Redskins laying 6.
Yeah.
I can't argue with Peach at all. I think there's a definite, as Giant fan like Peach is myself, there's a definite buzz with this team. I don't have any visions of grandeur in terms of any huge win total for the season, but there is a different feel this year. I think it's palatable. I think anybody that goes to the camps and you read the stuff and listen to the other podcasts and all these things, there is just a good feel about them. Don't love that it's on the road, but I think division, first game of the year, it is really hard to win division football games in the NFL. That's a decent amount of point. Give me the G-Men all day,
Money line or points?
regardless. Well, we're talking this. The
We're
points.
calling point.
Okay.
I mean,
But of course, I'm rooting for them to win. Period.
All right.
all right. I would, if I was chiming in, I would probably say in Washington, week 1, I would probably take the Commanders. But I'm not chiming in because Shaolin Sports majority. So the Giants are another 4 in a row. Shaolin Sports
No,
making
but
an
you took
official pick.
Washington, no?
But it's 2-1. I'm outvoted, and that's it. I would just say if I was gambling on this, I'm taking the Skins.
Well, if I was,
I can't buy into the preseason hype.
If I was an outside gambler, I probably wouldn't touch the game.
That's a good point, too. It's a
Like
close
in
one.
theory,
I just
probably
can't
would've touched
find
it.
that preseason. And Russell Wilson's usually traditionally a slow starter. I just got to see it from the Giants when it matters first before I start laying my money on them. But getting the 6 and dabs with a quarterback, Dable's been great.
Yeah.
With Daniel Jones, it's been another whole other story. All right, back to Kev, I think, here. Kev, the Bengals are laying 5 in Cleveland with Mr. Joe Flacco at the helm
Joe
of the Browns.
Flacco.
Mr. Joe Flacco and 2 rookies backing him up.
Cleveland is picked by many, them and the Saints, to just be this terrible thing. Just Cincinnati doesn't start fast. They don't.
They never do.
Again, division game. I'm sorry, we in Cincinnati? We in Cleveland?
The game is in Cleveland. The Browns
On the
are
road,
5-point home dogs.
Road division game. I mean, listen, seriously, if you are, I don't know how anybody bet. Like week 1 is almost impossible. I don't know how
No,
anybody.
Kev, we were
figures
talking
that
about
out.
this.
Yeah.
Like we were in knockout pools, whatever.
Toughest week 1 in knockout pool history.
Very tough.
You want to lay your money on the Broncos? I can't do that.
But
The
even-
Broncos are the big
Well,
spread
even
of the
if
week.
you looked last night, you
It's-
thought Philly was going to roll
minus 8.5,
Dallas.
right? And
Yeah.
final
You're
score 24.
sweating it out.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb
But wait,
catches a pass. It's a different
or
game.
Miles doesn't fumble the ball
Yeah, sure, yeah.
at the 7-yard line
Yeah.
after he just ran the ball
You're
for
sweating
65
it out.
yards down the left-hand
These
side.
division games are tough. I mean, listen, Joe Burrow, I would think is I think is a top 3 quarterback.
He's an elite quarterback,
in the
certainly.
league.
Yeah.
He's just got that. I
Definitely
take
top, I'm
him.
going to not say top 3. I would say top 5.
It's tough.
Yeah, all right. I mean,
Yeah.
you're splitting
Right.
hairs, but okay. Top
yeah.
5, that's fine.
If you
but
put the NFL quarterbacks in a tier, I don't think anyone is above Burrow.
no, but he's
know,
in
he's in
that
the top tier.
Jackson,
And listen, Cincinnati-
Allen, Mahomes.
Yes, 100%.
He's in that group.
But Cincinnati last year started like 1-6 or something
Yeah.
ridiculous, and still finished up like I don't know. With,
I think they won 8 of 9, and they needed help the last week,
And
and
they
they
just
didn't
missed
get
out,
it.
yeah.
They also
So
invested-
listen, I'm going to take Joe Burrow. I don't think Cleveland's very good. But again, this is the week that it'll be like, think about it. We thought that with Cincinnati last year. They went into they hosted New England, and everybody said New England's going to be terrible. New England beat them week 1. Ruined a lot of people's knockout years.
All right, Peachy. So Bengals laying the 5 against the Browns. Browns are at home. What do you got?
I like the Bengals.
All right, we are
Guys,
so-
I'm telling you, this is reading out to
If
be a
you want a
huge week for you at
6-team
home.
parlay,
Go. This is huge.
just
for
take
you.
what we're saying.
You're
to you.
welcome.
I'll repeat them at the end,
Yes.
and then just do the opposite of whatever we're saying. And I
Now
guess
somebody
I'll
track this.
now
please.
watch all 6 of them.
Oh, I'll repeat at the end. We'll track.
Yeah.
I'm tracking it here.
No, I mean like if somebody bet
What
that
we
the other
actually
way,
go, yeah.
faded the hell out of us, please, by all means.
All right, so we're laying the 5 with Cincinnati. Peachy, you're first. The Patriots are 3-point favorites to the upstart Raiders. Pete Carroll, the rookie running back, new quarterback, and the good old Geno Smith and the new look Raiders. And I'm biggest Pete Carroll fan here. Who you got, Pete? Patriots are laying 3 in Foxborough.
You know what? I'm going to have to go with the Raiders here.
It's a tough game.
It is another tough game. I have reasons why I like the Patriots. Like they play in a very tough division, but I don't think the Patriots have the team yet to start competing. And listen, I was not. We discussed it, I think, a year ago. Pete Carroll taking over the Raiders. When who was the coach there? The ex-Giant linebacker. That
Pierce.
was, yeah, Paul Pierce, right?
No,
Paul Pierce is a Celtic,
Not
but
the
Antonio
Celtics.
Pierce.
Antonio Pierce. They hired him after interim coach. And,
Great job as the interim coach.
Right.
He kind of
and
earned
then
it.
and then all of a sudden it kind of like the team didn't matriculate to actually doing what they were supposed to do. But I think the Raiders. I'm making good word,
It's
right?
phenomenal. Yeah.
Big word.
DJ, right?
I like it.
Is it right though? Is the question.
No, I was right.
Okay.
It's
No,
no,
listen.
I'm asking. I don't know.
You gotta ask.
Matriculate when you graduate college.
I
I'm not
like
really
I
sure.
like the Raiders.
All right, Peachy's going Raiders. Kev, same for you. Raiders. Pats laying 3 at home.
Remember, it used to be a thing like you never like a West Coast team coming east at 1 o'clock. It was like the
Yeah,
kiss
that
of
was-
death.
there was
I don't
some
think
death.
I don't think that's the case anymore. I don't know why that is. I wonder.
think
if
private
it's-
planes.
I was just going to
You
say
guys
the
talk-
travel.
You guys
is-
talk for a minute. Did you guys finish
is
the
that
NFL?
just where are you going?
Hold on.
Peachy's got to go potty. It happens all the time.
It's that protein
All right,
shake
Kev.
in the morning. All right, can you get comfortable a little bit, or is it
Yeah, we can spread out a bit.
I respect Pete Carroll. I'll go to my Notre Dame ties again. Ever since the Bush push game with Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush against Notre Dame, Brady Quinn led Notre Dame broke my heart. Can't stand them. He is awesome. I probably would. I think the Raiders are going to be pretty good, right? Who was the kid? They have the tight end, Brock Bowers, right? Who had a really
special.
good year last year. I think Geno has proven to be a professional quarterback. I think he's done a really good job with
NFL
coaching,
starting quarterback.
with legitimate
100%.
coaching.
Yep.
Right? I think Vrabel will get there. I think the Pats have really, God, after all this success, they've only had about 2 or 3 down years. I don't think this is a breakout year for them. I think they're in the right direction, that's for sure. But yeah, if we're talking this, I'd probably take the Raiders, yes.
Who'd Peachy take?
The Raiders.
Okay. Wow. I can't. All this unanimous. Yeah. The unanimous pick. So again,
KOD.
Again, we are giving people free advice here.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, Kev. We'll go you, and then I'll give it. We'll make unanimous. You
All
and
right.
I. Cardinals on the road. Saints. Cardinals laying 6.5 in the Dome in New Orleans.
We talked again on the road, which is killer. We talked knockout pools.
And a real tough road. You know, the
New
Dome
Orleans.
is,
I don't care how good or bad they are.
Sure.
It's a tough place to play. Arizona, I think will be a big knockout pool pick. I think it's them, maybe Denver, and
that's tough. And Eagles are probably the third, I guess.
I think the Saints are really bad though.
Knockout pool pick with a team that's not a very good. The Cardinals aren't a projected playoff team by anyone's measure, right? So that's a tough one. But sorry to cut you off.
No, it is. But I do think the Saints are going to be really bad.
Sure.
And I think that because that's what I've heard.
The quarterback is unknowns and such, right?
A lot of points on the road. Week 1. Arizona wins, but I'll take New Orleans to
I'm
cover.
going to take this pick.
Yeah.
All right, Peachy, you're back, so we'll go with you. Saints getting 6.5 at home versus the Cardinals. Who you got?
It's a terrible game, actually.
It's probably not the best game of the week, but who knows? We'll see with the product. But
Give me Arizona.
Peachy takes Arizona.
I don't have a reason why. I just think that's one game I can care less about tomorrow. That might be one of the weakest games on that Sunday schedule.
And we're going to leave it off. So they split. I'm not going to make a pick, so we're not going to make that a Shaolin Sports
right.
pick this
Yeah.
week. Pick 'em. The dirty birds. The Falcons are a pick 'em versus the Bucks.
Good game.
Peachy? I think it should be an entertaining
Where is
football
this,
game.
Atlanta?
The game is in Atlanta, hosting it down the dirty Atlanta. The Buccaneers traveling over. Baker Mayfield, the top 5 quarterback last season, statistically speaking. And Atlanta with they're going with Penix, and they're going to have
which I'm not a fan of.
What's his name was really bad for
Really
a stretch
bad.
last year. Like
Really
it was
bad.
Really bad.
Yeah.
So
Is he still there?
he's still there. He's the
Cousins?
highest
Okay.
backup
You know what?
quarterback probably
Now
in
think
football.
about
I
it.
think.
History of the world.
Tampa Bay, I'm like, how do you not take Baker Mayfield, like, just killing it?
I can't. Division road game.
I get it, but, like, Atlanta really has nothing on the table for me to reason why as a pick'em. Where I'm like,
Home, yeah. This game's in Tampa Bay. I bet you it's a 7-point spread. I think that
Right.
the NFL, the home factors more
like
than most sports.
listen, even for them at home, that they're not even giving the standard 3 points. Like, isn't it like if
Well,
you're
it might
home,
be. It just that's what made it a pick 'em.
right?
You know?
So they eliminated that 3 points. I think Tampa Bay, looking at it, I think that's almost. I don't want to say lock it up, but I think Tampa Bay is a really good bet there.
And we're going to speed this up a little bit, gentlemen.
Yeah,
I really
all
have
right.
more games left. All right, you're going Bucks, Kev?
I'll go Bucks. Yeah.
Wow, we have a lot of unanimous picks here. I thought Peachy and Kev would go head to head, but a lot of similar thought process. So again,
Making you money.
go the opposite.
Yep.
You see who's
We'll
playing,
put it
go
up
the
there.
opposite.
Just go the other way.
We should do a $2
Yes, we should.
$2
No, but then
parlay.
we jammy them up. We we actually mush them. So no, we won't.
We'll
You
catch
do it.
fire if you
Yeah.
do it, right?
Leave it in the comments.
Kev, the Broncos are laying 9 at home, hosting Tennessee. Sean Payton in his second
Yeah,
season.
Broncos are like darlings this year. Everybody loves the Broncos to be that team that goes in.
Sure. Sean Payton's proven he can win.
Huge
so.
amount of points. Who's the kid? Cam Ward? Is that the kid's name? That was the quarterback.
Cam
now?
Ward,
Yeah.
from the U, will be the
People
starting
love him.
quarterback.
Yeah, and I've heard only good things about him. But
As
I
a
think,
quarterback, and he's a great interview too.
yes, and it sounds like a great
sounds
guy.
like a really
Yeah,
good
great
kid.
Yeah. But I think I'll drink the juice. It's in Denver. Tough place to play. Rookie quarterback, new all that. I'll take Denver.
He's laying the 9. Peach, Broncos laying the 9.
Laying a 9.
The Broncos, I cannot. Another one. We are giving picks.
That's going to
out
be a
here.
big knockout pool pick.
I agree.
Kev, the Seahawks are at home. They're getting 1.5 versus the 49ers, who are a wildly popular pick. Seems to be every year.
Yeah. And they are one bad move from Christian McCaffrey, walking out of the tunnel from being done for the season.
And I just no
he
one's
hurt
selling.
again?
No one's selling.
No, but he could be right
He
now.
is hurt right now.
No,
He's
he's
not practicing. Yeah, he
Well,
is. a little-
As a Thursday.
Well,
That's
last
6
Thursday.
weeks.
Little
I'll
calf
take
thing.
I'll take the Seahawks. New coach. Well, actually, second year, right, with this guy. I
Yes.
like Sam Darnold. Good story. I'm going to take the tough place to play, one of the toughest in the
Probably the
league.
toughest.
No,
Yeah.
on paper, I think it is the toughest
Yeah.
place. In
I'll
Yeah,
take
town.
that crowd noise is no joke.
I'll take the Birds.
Seahawks are getting the 1.5 Peach playing for you now.
Flying with the birds.
Right.
Flying the Birds.
10 minutes.
Yeah, Stevie O's giving me the high sign. We still got to talk a little
Because we're
Yankees.
running out of battery.
Hayden took up all the time. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We like the long word. Middle school coaching legends. We don't get a chance to have them too often. I forget who's first. Peach will go. You Packers in Green Bay. This is probably the game of the week. Packers
Oh, no,
laying
there's
2.
more.
Packers laying 2, hosting the Lions. Matt, I was thinking Matt
Give me the
Gay.
Lions.
Lions on the road in Green
Yep.
Bay, getting the 2. Coach?
I'm going to take the Pack. I think the
Oh,
Lions. I think
finally
the Lions
disagreed.
miss Ben Johnson.
I think that's
The runner?
Yep.
him and also the offensive
Sure.
coordinator. So
The juicer from Canada. Yes.
all right, Coach High and Rams are laying 3 versus the Texans. The Rams are at home.
Rams another sexy pick. Stafford. I don't know if he's going to be healthy. I think the Texans again will just I think they're like the Steelers. They're just going to be a 10-win team all the time, win their division, play that first playoff game of the weekend on Saturday. I like the Texans.
Peachy, Rams laying 3.
I'm going to lay the 3.
You can take the Rams Texans,
Yeah.
so we'll wipe that one out. Bills.
This is the game of the week.
That's a nice one. Yeah, these guys always play barn burners. Bills are. I'm surprised, a little bit surprised, getting one at home. I didn't see this till just now. Bills getting one, hosting the Ravens. So basically, call it a pick 'em. But here right now, Bills getting one. Kev, go first.
Tough. I feel like this is a little bit of mid-90s for the Buffalo. I think they've only lost 1 or 2 games over the last 4 years at home. Very tough place to play.
Sure.
Although
Weather less of a factor
Sure.
in September than it will be later in the year.
Place
Sure.
will be rocking. 2 really good teams that will meet again. I'll take Buffalo.
Taking the home team. I
My
don't
nephew
blame
will kill me. I'm sorry, Con.
you. Peachy, Bills getting one.
I just think the Ravens with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and everything else that they have, I have
Keep going. Yeah.
just give me the Ravens.
All right, we'll toss that one.
Not that I don't think that, because I took the over in the Bills for the season in terms of what we made wages last week, but I think this is a very tough game. But I think the Ravens are just always that legit of a team.
Another one surprised me a bit. I haven't really done much research on them. Bears, the upstart Bears. Bears made a lot of improvements and new coach, right? You mentioned Ben Johnson, new coach over there. Bears home dogs getting 1.5 as of right now, hosting the Vikings. Peach, Bears home dogs on Monday night.
I mean the Vikings.
Vikings coming into Chicago, getting
Yeah.
the win for Peachy. Kev?
Yeah, Bear. What did they go? 14-3 last year, the Vikings, and switch quarterbacks and went with a guy that doesn't. I like the kid from, and I certainly trust the what's his name, the coach from the Vikings. They clearly made the decision to go with McCarthy. I like it too. I like the Vikings.
Like the Vikings. Okay, so officially we'll run over it quickly. The Vikings. So Shaolin Sports official picks of the week. The Jets are getting 3, take them. The Dolphins getting a pick, take them. Jags laying 3.5. The Giants getting 6. The Bengals laying 5. The Raiders getting 3. Take the Bucks at a pick. The Browns laying, Broncos laying the 9. Seahawks getting 1.5, and the Vikings laying the 1.5. Before we let you guys go, I just want to talk quickly. A few weeks ago, when the Yankees were 8 games or 7 games over 500, I said we got to finish the year strong, get to 90 wins. They've been playing a lot better lately. With 3 Yankee fans sitting here, 78-62 right now, 3 games out. Blue Jays this weekend. I want to give shout-outs to the 4 most important Yankees, in my opinion. Grisham's been a godsend.
Yes.
People don't remember where Grisham came from. He was in the Soto trade. He was a throw-in. He was like, yeah, send us him too, right?
For pennies.
For nothing. Yeah, I mean,
For Major League Baseball contract wise.
sure. He got his arbitration. He signed a contract to go on arbitration for $5 million this year. He's been a godsend, an absolute godsend.
Fantastic, yeah.
Frees the worth every cent. And Bellinger's been great, versatility, and Jazz. Yeah, the batting average is low
Electric.
and some bad strikeouts, but he just brings the juice.
He
you
does.
know. So, Peachy, what do you think going down the stretch? The Yankees, 22 games left, 3 games out, leader in the wild card. Exactly 22 games.
I love the way the Yankees are playing right now, and what we just discussed, playing Toronto this weekend. Either you split, win the series 2-1. Now you're only a game behind.
I don't know how you can split 3 games.
Well, you can
cool.
split.
Yeah,
I'm winning the series.
Rain
meaning,
I like it.
we're at rain delay.
No.
Okay. I do like the Yankees win the series. I think we're on that stretch right now where this is what makes the Yankees that good.
Kev, little thoughts on the Yankees? Yeah, I know you watch the Yanks just like we do. So.
Listen, they have feasted lately against the likes of the White Sox and the Nationals,
The
and that
schedule has helped,
absolutely has helped.
Although
It
beat
is-
the Astros.
I was just going to say, and then took 2 or 3 from Houston, which was great. Needed it on the road in Houston. It is put up or shut up time. You have a 3-game set against Toronto starting tonight in the Bronx. We got to come out of this only down 2 games or better. So, I like where we're at, but we have to. These are the teams we're going to have to beat. We have struggled against these teams. Got to make it happen now.
And we're. I don't have the list in front of me.
No, but I'm saying we'll run that.
And bottom line is also, we should probably speak towards the National League as well. The New York Mets. Listen, when I hear Met fans talk, my good friends on social media, shout out to Jay McGinley, comes to mind right away. You think the Mets are 15 games below 500? No, they're 10 games over. They're in the wild card, and they're not going to catch Philly most likely, but they're in the wild card. They're fighting, and listen, as bad as Soto was early, or at least slow by his standards, he's been tearing the cover off the ball
Really
lately.
good. It's annoying. He's been really good.
I'd say this is a good possibility that we could have a Subway Series going forward. Peachy, final thoughts briefly?
Final thoughts. Great week of, if you're a sports fan, these are the weeks you look up for, like baseball coming into September, football the start, and then all of a sudden basketball comes on in October. Then you have hockey. These are the next 6 months, 7 months where it's nothing but what you want as a sports fan. Football, baseball, playoffs. Then all of a sudden you go into basketball. And then you go into hockey if you like it. This is what you really love about being a sports fan.
Yeah.
And if you're a gambler, it's very dangerous. Because then you have everything in front of your table.
Yeah.
Especially right around DJ, right around November when you have just finishing up or baseball's over. Then you have football, hockey, basketball.
World Series of Darts.
And World Series of Darts.
No, you got to represent
Can't
darts.
forget
You're
that,
talking to DJ
Lock of the
Stevie O.
week, Luke Littler this week. Czechoslovakian Open.
What is the?
Plus 185.
The Czech Open.
He's getting 185 to win
The
it.
guy don't lose. He's at a 90% win
So
rate.
we're going to
Although when Ray Palmer bets Littler,
You bet him once.
I bet him
the
3
one time
times.
he lost all year.
3 times.
Are you over?
I am 0 for Littler.
Oh,
I have
do not
found a
touch
way.
Littler.
It's impossible.
I have found a way to bet.
Don't touch Littler.
Coach, first of all, thank you, Kev, for joining us.
No,
It
this was a lot of fun, guys.
A little impromptu.
I love you
and
both.
It's good to have.
Love what you guys are doing. It's
good to ride
fun,
the wave
man.
with Peachy. I get to experience. It's fun. Shout out to our sponsors: Rigney HVAC, Ruddy and Dean, Randall Manor Tavern, Jody's, Ronnie's Sandwich Shop, KT Surgical, Duffy's. My man Kenny Quinn, he just likes to be a good guy and hook us up, right? Gateway Arms Realty, my guy Chris Long, Century Relays, my man One Take George, the Kettle Black, and new sponsor Stone Mart.
Nice.
Marble Granite.
Look at you
Peachy,
guys.
friend
Now-
of yours, jumped on board.
Joe Petrangelo.
Joe Petrangelo.
So
my guy.
he
Joe.
was in Italy. He goes.
Italy,
His
I love Italy.
I texted him and he texted me back. He goes, "I will take the highest package you have." And I said, Rignier was. They all take great packages, but he was like, "Peachy, whatever you need,
Peachy.
So
Tremendous.
money sent."
love it. All right, on behalf of Kev Hyde and DJ Stevie O, Peachy, my Uncle Lukey, everybody in that house, the bar behind me, I'm Ray Palmer signing off. Shaolin Sports. We'll see you next time. Staten Island.
Good job, boys.